did you get back here? Rainbow Dash? Clearly, my daughter has been decorating. Also apparently promoting for ColourPop. ColourPop, I have a 5-year-old here who wants a job with you. Hello everyone, I am here today. Wow, that was really exuberant Thursday. But I am here to share with you guys a video that I've been planning out, kind of scheming for a while. Really not scheming. I've been planning this out with your guys' help for a while now. But I really wanted to do a video testing out some products that you guys have recently deemed your ride or die faves. I love doing these videos, so I wanted to kind of see what was new on your radar, things that you have tried and loved, and things that I haven't tried before. I have them all laid out in front of me. I'm excited to play around with some makeup today. Give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed and click on that notification bell so you don't miss out on when new videos go live. And check out my other channel as well if you are looking for new content. I post there every week, 1 or 2 times a week. We do baking hacks, we do declutters, we do gaming content, like a whole bunch of stuff over there. So go and check out RachhLoves Life as well and subscribe if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, now we are zoomed in. We're gonna start with the eyes, and the first product I'm going to be using is the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. A lot of you guys were talking about this new launch and wanted me to include it in this video. When they discontinued their original Naked palette, this is what they launched with. They have 2 shades on the outside, which are larger pans, just more everyday nude matte shades, and then just kind of refresh the rest of the nude shades to be a little bit more on trend. So we're gonna use some of these today, as well as we have a bright color for afterwards, don't worry. Oh, and I washed my brushes. Yes! So let's start with Blur down here, one of their base shades. I'm gonna stick that into the crease. I like how I have a zit right there. Let's cover that up a little bit. There we go, better. I also have a zit like right here, which is really annoying me. Start with a little bit of Retro. Maybe we'll layer a little bit of Bucked on top. Wasn't that one of their original shades, or was it Buck? I shove that into the crease. Just shove it into the crease. I'm really good at talking about the makeups. These shadows are very soft, but they seem to be building well. They're not as like pow as soon as you put them on the skin. You know, some of those shadows where you put it on, you're like, oh, is that gonna blend? I do need to layer these a lot. Now I'm gonna take some of Bucked, and I'm going to put that right on top of the coral. I'm gonna take a little bit of Boundaries, which is just a bit of a warmer shade of brown, and I'm gonna put that on top. These shades are very, very blendable. They do take some work to build up, but I think that's what this palette is designed to be. It's not supposed to be super pow over the top, just a really good, like, everyday staple neutral. Like, you don't really have to think about it. You just kind of like dust it on. Everything's gonna blend together smoothly. That's what this palette is. There's not a lot of room for creativity with this palette, but that's not what it's marketed for. So in terms of like fitting its purpose, I think it does a pretty good job. Okay, now to repeat on the other side and we'll be right back. Okay, are we even? Feel like we're even. So now we're gonna go on to a liner. We're gonna do a little bit of a color eyeliner kind of a moment, which I'm super excited about because I've swatched this, but I haven't actually put it on my eyeballs yet. And probably the second most popular ride or die that I got from you guys wasn't an actual product, but it was a brand. And that brand was ColourPop. And ColourPop launches so many new products constantly, like all the time. Honestly, I swear to you, I don't think they sleep. This is one of their new felt tip liners. This is in the shade The Hills, which is this kind of like a, I want to say like a sagey teal. So I figured we start with that. I did try out the black one. You can go and check out the video that I tested that one out in. And if you also like ColourPop, I did a whole half face of ColourPop, so go and check it out. But we're gonna try out the colored one today. Ooh, that is a pretty shade. Really, really like that. Oh, I missed a spot right there. Okay. Mascara. And this is one I've actually wanted to try out for a while, so I'm really glad that it is a ride or die for you guys. And it is from Sally Beauty. It's their Collab Mascara. Collab? I don't know. A lot of you guys were saying that Tati talked about these and really loves them. So I'm gonna do one on one eye, one on the other eye, and see if I have a preference. This pink one here is called The Works. It is the Wow Effect All-in-One Mascara. Apparently this one is going to create dramatic volume, length, clean definition, and curl for unbelievable false eyelash effect. Love it. So let's apply this one to the first eye, and I'll apply like 2 coats and see what that looks like. All right, there is 2 coats of that one. That's like a good level of drama, right? Did I get it on my lids? Oh, I did. Ugh, I hate when that happens. The other one is Extreme Curl and Sculpt Mascara. So this has state-of-the-art mascara wand. It's not something you hear every day. State of the art for putting black stuff on your lashes. Give a curvaceous, wide-eyed look without an eyelash curler. Oh, I should have done this. I didn't realize that this is supposed to happen without the eyelash curler. Oh well, whatever. It's gonna give you curl, length, and definition for a bodacious look. Love the language on these things. Bodacious. Amazing. All right, let's do 2 coats of this one and see which one I like better. All right, so I have 2 coats on both sides. Ooh, I think I kind of prefer the Wow one, the pink one. I don't know, what do you guys think? Leave me a comment. But it is buildable. It's more of a thicker, like a drier formula, so it's layering really, really nicely. It looks good. I wouldn't say I'm noticing any sort of like curl thing going on with the blue one, because these lashes on this eye tend to fall very, very flat. So I was kind of curious to see how well this would do at actually like curling it or maintaining the curl or anything like that. Not noticing anything significant there. But I do like the volume on the pink side. So far really liking that one. Now let's get into foundation. And this was the #1 ride or die from you guys by a landslide. Like, I should have just called this video Rachel asked subscribers what their favorite ride or die product was, and it was one foundation. And it is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. So many of you guys love this foundation. It's crazy. And since I have tried this one before, I thought it would be fun to do this one on one half of my face and the other really popular one, which was the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Foundation. I was gonna try this in a different video, but I got the wrong shade. I thought it was porcelain, but I was not porcelain. We are also gonna mix in another product that I have also been really interested in trying, and it sounds like you guys have been loving it. It is the NARS Super Radiant Booster. Have not tried this one before, but it says that you can either apply it on top for like a soft, subtle highlight, or you can mix it into your foundation for an overall like dewy glow. So I figured because I have tried the L'Oreal one before and I know how it wears and I know how much I love this one already, let's mix it in with some of this. Maybe this is the combination that like just needs to have, oh, that's really pretty. Like a rosy gold kind of a glow thing going on. Okay, I probably use a little too much if I'm only doing half of my face, Rachel. Actually, a lot of the products that you guys have been loving are all face products, which is super, super interesting to me. I think it's very telling about the trends that are going on for 2019. All right, so we got that on. We notice a little bit of a glow. Do we see anything? I don't really notice anything. Oh, I got foundation on my pants. On to the other foundation. This one, ooh, let's blend that out a little bit. This is supposed to be more of a medium coverage foundation, but you guys have been also really enjoying this. 2 drugstore foundations. Man, and I did not combine this one, by the way, with the NARS Radiant because I didn't want to like mess with the formula at all when I've never applied this one before. So, first impression, it's sitting really beautifully on my skin. Like, it's almost like melting into my skin in the way that it's sitting. And it's definitely minimizing my pores more than on the L'Oreal side, which is interesting to me because I did apply a pore minimizing primer before I put on my foundations because I knew that the L'Oreal one, at least, it does work better with a pore minimizer. There were actually 3 concealers that really like rose to the top of the ranks in terms of your ride or dies. One is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I did a whole video dedicated just to that one, so I'm not going to include it here. You can go and check out that video if you're interested. Number 2 was the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer. I have tried this one once. I'm gonna go into a little bit more depth today. And then the other one, which I have not tried yet, is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer. More Than Concealer. All right, whatever. Oh my gosh, everyone is coming for Tarte. We'll do all L'Oreal on one side and we'll do the NYX and the Revlon on the other side. First, let's put on some NYX, some zits, some redness, you know, this little guy. Finally, been waiting to cover him up. That's right, cover him up. Blend that up into my nose. That shade is a little on the yellow side for me, that's vanilla. But like in terms of coverage, it's doing a good job. It's not too thick, it's not too watery, it's got a good level of coverage. It seems to have covered up that little red spot there pretty good. And it's done a fairly good job over here as well with that red spot. So let's try the Infallible one. This one has the big doe foot applicator, the same as the Tarte Shape Tape, same as the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and it's also very full coverage. Let's do a little bit on the chin, on the other half of the chin. We'll get this guy. Okay, a little bit goes a long way with this concealer. What was supposed to just cover zit, it's now covering my entire neck. Also, I feel like I chose a very, very light shade. Just try and dial that back a little bit. And then let's see how this sets under the eye. Do you see how far that one little swipe of product is going? That is definitely gonna cover up my entire under eye. I probably could have used it just for foundation. Like, look, oh my gosh, that was way too much. Okay, I've learned you don't need a lot of this product. Ah, wow, that was intense. My foundation looks a little crazy right now, but it's fine. Now to set everything except for under the eye area, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Healthy Powder. I got a couple of requests to use this product that you guys have been really enjoying. It is a powder foundation, which is why I don't want to use it underneath my eyes. It'll just be too heavy and I won't be able to like fairly judge it, but I do want to see what it looks like on the rest of my face. It says it has hyaluronic acid in it. It's going to brighten, hydrate, even skin tone. Whoa, lots of product comes out. Just a heads up. And I'm going to swirl it onto the skin and just see what kind of coverage, what kind of setting it does, you know, all that jazz, what my skin looks like, how it works with these two different foundations, and all that fun stuff. So that is one side set, one side not set. I like it so far. It gives a like a nice satin finish. It's really pretty. From a first impression standpoint, I do think I prefer the L'Oreal side versus the Revlon NYX side. I just like the way that my skin is looking more on that side, like regardless of the fact that it's like brighter under the eyes and all that stuff. But just the way that it was setting, I think I like that side better, but we'll see what it looks like by the end of the day. And we're back. I finished up underneath the eyes, added a little bit of bronzer, which was the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which was your favorite, obviously. So now we're gonna move on to blush, and we're gonna be testing this one out by Milk Makeup, and this is their Lip and Cheek. Just lip and cheek. It's in a stick form, a cream formula. A lot of you guys seem to really enjoy it, so we go and test it out. This is the shade Rally, by the way. So how pigmented is this blush? Ooh, it's much glossier than I was expecting. Does it smell? Ooh, oh, I think I have foundation on my hand that smells like perfume still, but like, this doesn't smell good. So on this side, I'm going to dot some on because it seems to be a bit of a thinner formula. Hopefully it's nice and blendable. It actually is. That blended out very nicely. And no little stick marks on my face because I'm an idiot and I should have just applied it with, you know, my brush. Let's try that again. I have been really enjoying a cream blush recently, and like the formulas are so good now that they are very, very easy to blend out. They look good on top of powders, under powders. Like it just adds this really natural flush to the skin, which I'm really into right now. So this side has it on, this side doesn't. It is very, very subtle. The color's a little pink for the look that I'm going for today, but I do like the formula. It is very glossy. It's very easy to blend out. I'm hoping it doesn't kind of make my makeup slide around all day. That is the goal. Technically, I should have applied this before I put on powder, but you know what? Like the products are so good nowadays. It doesn't seem to matter anymore. Now, because I'm curious, I do want to apply a little bit of this Super Radiant Booster just on top of my makeup as a highlight, just to kind of see like how subtle it is. They said subtle, so I'm gonna believe it's subtle. I might put a powder highlight on top. It is quite subtle, but I can still see it, which is important. Ooh, that's a good nose highlight. Not too Rudolph-y, just a little glow. I think for today, just because I have a little bit more of a glam look, I'm going to set it with a powder highlight. Like a little something extra, you know? Yep, much better. Pop a little in the inner corner too, because I'm feeling glowy. It's funny how sometimes an inner corner highlight just finishes everything, you know? Like you don't realize you're missing it until you put it on and then you're like, oh. I just realized I totally forgot to take that mascara off of my lid. Cool. Hope that hasn't been annoying. Okay, now on to lip products. So the first one is actually one that I also really love, so I was really excited to see that, and it is the L'Oreal Signature. They have a whole name online. I have to look it up because it's not written on the package. L'Oreal, why do you do this to me? It is the Rouge Signature Lightweight Matte Colored Ink, and the colors that you guys have really enjoyed, one is I Create, which I have right here. These feel unbelievable. And by feel unbelievable, I mean you can't feel them at all. This goes on super lightweight. It feels like nothing. It is feather soft. It like gives you beautiful color. Even the applicator is really, really easy to apply the color and really get into those edges for the deeper and darker shades that they have as well. But the formula is incredible. It is incredible. So we're gonna put on this one first. On top of that, I'm gonna be putting on the Physicians Formula. These are their butter lipsticks, which are supposed to be super pigmented, nice and creamy. They're supposed to feel really good on the, ooh, that is real pretty. Look at that color. Oh, I'm obsessed. What is this? This is Flamingo Pink. Of course I like that color. Ooh, it is very creamy. Look, I like totally bent that. Oh, those are nice. I know it's kind of hard to tell the color, but it did warm up the shade that I had on my lip already. I am worried though, because they're so creamy and very, very pigmented, they are going to end up on my teeth real fast. Let's layer on a little bit of, what's this? Guava Mama. Oh, perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Now it kind of matches my shirt. Yeah, see, there you go. Already on my teeth. But they do feel very creamy though. If you want something that's going to feel hydrating, give you some color, just be careful. And to set everything down, you guys have been really loving the Wet n Wild primer waters, so they can prep, they can set or refresh your makeup. They have 3 different like scents that they have, so cucumber, rose, and coconut. I didn't love rose and coconut, so we're gonna go with cucumber today. A little bit strong with the spray there. But now I'm gonna go about the rest of my day. We'll see what this is looking like by the end. There are a bunch of new products here that I'm super excited about, which is awesome. And I hope everything looks like this by the end of the day. That is always my hope. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, it is now at the end of the day. This is what my makeup is now looking like, so let's dive in. So first of all, the eyeliner. Still killing it. So is the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow is still looking real good. Love that. The foundation on both sides is actually looking really good. It has not moved except in the spot where I put the blush. As of lately, cream blushes have been very versatile pieces for me that I can wear on top of any powder products or underneath powder products, and it doesn't seem to change how my makeup wears throughout the day. This one though, unfortunately, is one I'm definitely gonna have to wear underneath a powder because I guess maybe it's an oilier formula or whatever it is, but it has broken up my foundation just in the area where I applied it, which tells me that it is in fact the blush. The concealers are both very, very high coverage. I would say I do prefer the look of the L'Oreal one more than the NYX one. The NYX one has broken up a lot underneath my eyes. Ignore this little patch thing right here. This is just like a dry skin patch, like eczema. But it looks a little bit creasy. This side looks a little bit smoother. If you want something that is going to cover, then I would say probably L'Oreal is my bet. And then in terms of the mascaras, honestly, they do look very similar to me. I don't think I have a preference one way or another, but they both look really good. I did have to recurl both of them to kind of get that nice lift after the mascara had dried. I did do that in the process of filming though, so it has stayed like this for the entire day, which is good. And it's not uncommon. I do oftentimes have to recurl my lashes because they don't like to curl. Lip product was nice with the gloss or the butter lipstick, lip product, whatever it is. On top, it wasn't super long wearing. It looked really beautiful throughout the day as well, so that was awesome. That was really fun. I quite enjoyed testing out all of your favorite products. Thank you for sending all of those in. Make sure you check out these other videos if you have missed any, and subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos every Thursday and Sunday. And RachhLoves Life, new videos every Saturday. And that's everything. I hope you guys are having an awesome, awesome week, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Love you all. Mwah.